Well, good afternoon, everyone. You know the saying, one thing leads to another. Well, the 1970 always had a tranny leak, and I can tell because I put the red fluid in there, that red line, red shift, red line. But it's, so if you get a tranny leak, you can tell. Well, yeah, I mean, every time I wrote it, it was kind of getting better. I was hoping that, it would heal itself. I did put a little of that 205 reseal, and that works pretty good as long as something isn't torn. It's a polymer that swells up the rubber, the seal. So I thought I would just, well, let me see, I lost my flashlight. Oh, here's here in my pocket. As a matter of fact, this neat little flashlight called Coast, it's a G22. That's pretty good. It's like almost 2 hours on, or 3 hours on low and an hour and a half on high. It just takes a little AA battery. And you can just, I like rechargeables normally, but this here seems to work pretty good. Well, you can see, and turn it a little, maybe not as bright. If you can see it, the red there. So, which led me to actually clean, and I did have a big piece of cardboard down here, went through 2 cans of brake cleaner, so I kind of cleaned it up. It's not perfect, but it's good to get all the caked in stuff away, you know, the tar, the grease. So I'll take my chain over there and clean it. I'd cleaned everything before in here, but not behind it. So it was time. I used my, made that tool. It's like a pipe, and I cut a socket down that fits in there. So it fits in there. Made that a long time ago. They actually make them now, I guess. But so cleaned everything, looked pretty good. I'd like to say one thing. I was just trying to find where the leak was, and I thought I'd just take a look in here and do this and do that. And well, like I say, one thing. Then I went over here. Of course, you got to go over here to get it all apart. I took the starter out, and I've had it out a few times before, but so I'll kind of, anything that's a miss over here I'll get to. I had mounted the breaker. Normally it comes off that piece of copper, but I had it like an ear for older style. They had ears on it, but every time you took this off, then you had to like take everything apart. So in this case, I found one of these little holders, and so now I can just pop it out of there. That's the 30 amp. So, and I actually, I'm not much of a shiny person, but I kind of, with some polish, I kind of polished that up a little bit there, the headlight myself. Let's see, what did I use? Oh, the metal polish. I think Chuck bought that a long time ago, left it over here, so give it a whirl. It shined it up. Did get the other handlebar on. Got kind of, I had to resolder everything in here, but it kind of, you wiggle a little bit and it starts. And the turn signal is much better. I think I talked about that yesterday. But this is the big thing today. Just, you know, one project, one little thing, and then, so, I mean, it'll be cleaner in there for a while. As long as it don't leak. I'll clean the chain, the O-ring chain. Just kind of gave it a good cleaning. It was pretty crunchy when you move this. At least it don't go crunch crunch because all the sand was in there. Their sand was everywhere. It's like it was in a dust storm. I still have to take this outside. I suppose I did. Well, I did get this. So that's the numbers on there. If anybody's ever, I don't know if that's the 4-speed tranny. So I think any 4-speed tranny is what that would do. So I don't know. You can see all that dirt in there. I suppose I should order that. That's about the only other thing. I fixed the seal around here last time. And the O-ring looks good around here, but maybe I should get a new O-ring. So it won't go back together too sweet and quick, but of course it's doggone cold out. 70 yesterday, 30 today. Yep. Well, I think that's about all yep, that's probably about it. Other than getting the front end back together, now the middle's apart. But, oh well. Well, I'll catch you guys later. Been watching all you guys' channels, and Ed and My Time in Canada, Slickhead there, and the Sketchy Chopper, and everybody. I mean, one I really like is Itchy Boots, and Bikes and Beards. I mean, the bike build-off thing was pretty cheesy, I think, you know, I don't know. Just seemed that way, you know. The old man and the two other guys. But it makes content, I guess, you know. But, yeah, well, catch you guys later. Hope it warms up. You know, first day of spring, it's got to snow, you know. So, I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.